the worst that can happen.
Let's just make it a crazy, funny show.
It's gonna be pretty chill. What's up, you guys? We are live. Good morning. It's 11:21 a.m. and everybody on the panel overslept but OhSnaps. Everybody on the panel overslept but OhSnaps.
You're fired.
I had an echo going. What's up, Punkitish Gaming, Harvinder, Spoonman, Alan Roberts? What is up, you guys? I'm so sorry. So it's all Boomstick's fault.
Yep.
Because I couldn't find him. He was missing. It's all Supersonic's fault because he was here, but I don't know. And then we have a guest today.
Blame Canada.
We have UK Dazarus here. I actually haven't seen the Xbot he's missing, so it's his fault. Daz, are you here?
I see Xbot in chat.
And you know, the biggest person's fault it is creating Beyond Limits because he's missing too.
Yep. I ain't missing.
Fuck. Busted. Okay.
No, like, if it was anyone's fault, we can all agree that it's Xbox.
Yeah, it's Xbox's fault.
It's always his fault.
It is
he
his
could have
fault.
woke you up and stuff like that, but he chose not to.
Siberia,
so
what's up? First of all, I've been awake since 6 a.m., okay? No, seriously, you guys. I fucking overslept. And then it's Xbot's fault because he woke me up at 11. And he woke up to get the kids out the house. So, yeah, that's what happened.
I blame him, too, because he's not here to defend himself. Oh, crap, he just came in.
What's up, everybody in the chat? Punkitish Gaming, Saltiest Gaming, UK Dazarus, who's here but on phone, so he won't be in the chat much. Daz, can you say hi? Vocals Craig, what's up? Daz?
Hi. I'll fuck you up.
People talking shit, so...
Daz, are you here? I thought I heard a voice, but that doesn't sound like Daz.
I'm here alright. I'll fuck you all up.
You turn into Daz.
Okay, well, you fuck us. Xbot, are you here? I heard a sound that kind of sounded like an Xbot.
No.
Oh, hi. Good morning.
Good morning. Are we doing a show today?
Nah.
We are live, and then we're doing it live. So if it goes off the rails, listen, that's what happens in live TV and radio.
Guys, we're throwing all the plans out the window, and we're just going to say fuck it all and just sit here and just talk about whatever, because I overslept, and
so we're having a usual show, then?
Yeah, I missed CCC so much last week, and then I woke up at 11 o'clock, well, Xbox made me wake up, and then I was like, oh no, we missed the show, can't do it now, and then I was like, fuck this, I'm going to go on half asleep, like, I haven't even finished like a half of my coffee yet, so you guys are gonna get the most ridiculous smell you can probably get. So yeah.
Melski, you still sound asleep.
Daz, I am asleep. Good morning. You're here. Hello.
Afternoon. I did it on fucking mute. I did an Xbox special. Yes.
See, you know what? That means you're a pro. If you're talking on mute, you're a pro. So,
yes. I talk to myself regularly. It's all good.
It means you're a genius. So we have UK Dazarus, our special guest, even though he made us late. We have Creating Beyond Limits, Supersonic Station, Mr. Boomstick, and Xbot. Let's get this started.
Did you just say Daz made us late? What? Well, hold on.
Fuck all day with me.
Right now?
No, yeah, it's Daz's fault. Didn't you know?
It's fuck off. It's Xbox's fault. It's never my fault.
Fuck off, Xbot. It's your fault.
Yeah.
Everybody's stoned on the panel right now. I'm just saying.
I'm not.
I am certainly not. Let's make that perfectly
I think
clear.
Supersonic Station's the only one that's actually stoned right now.
I don't get stoned. I just wake up and then.
If Siberia's in the chat, all the chat's stoned. There you go.
We're all high on life. That's it.
Yes.
Totes. So, anyways, guys, since we're running behind. It's gonna be like a 1-2 skip a few.
Are we running backwards naked through a cornfield?
That's terrifying to think.
That's next week.
Listen, just don't fall down, Xbox, because you might have a corn cob up where the shun don't sign.
Can I start off with a quick story? It'll be super quick.
Oh, is it the thing you were frustrated about the whole 2 seconds I talked to you? Yeah, go.
Okay, so
that was a good story.
I woke up, looked at my YouTube, all 4 years of my YouTube, every single video, demonetized. I'm so
Do you
mad.
have the 4,000 hours?
I think so. Like I looked on it for the last quarter. It had like 1 year's worth of time watched. So I'm not sure exactly how they do it, but if they're going by yearly, I have to have that watch time.
I don't think it's yearly. Oh my god, what's up everybody in the chat? We got Luca here, Fastback, Maddie Beast, and I'm listening to you. But I think today was the day where they were going to start demonetizing though. So I think you had to have 4,000 hours of watch time.
Yes, in the 12-month period, as well as 1,000 subs in that 12-month period. So the thing is this: if you got 1,000 subs in 18 months, it doesn't count, and they have to be a little more specific regarding that, because a lot of people are like disillusioned as well. No, I have the 1,000 followers and I have the 4,000 watched hours. What's happening?
Yeah, indeed, because I didn't.
Yeah, a lot of people are confused by that. And you know what? At the end of the day, someone else, again, YouTube is big, right? And we all do this because we love creating content and we love being involved with the community. But what's going to unfortunately wind up happening, besides the alarm going off as per the norms,
the YouTube police,
is that people are going to move away from YouTube. Now, if the Facebook gaming thing gets as big as they hope it does, people may move over to Facebook and do things live from there, because they're looking to step in and help people monetize their channels. And again, we don't know if it's just only going to be streaming or is it going to be podcast related. No one really knows, because they just announced it. But YouTube really is going to lose a lot of quality, people, because of the fact that they, listen, it's hard enough already to get the gumption to start your own channel. It does take, gaming knowledge. It does take, a bit of taking a risk, so to speak, to get out there and put your voice for other people's people to hear. Right now they're strangling the little person, and they're making it very difficult, and already making your own channel is stressful enough. Now you have to worry about whether or not you're going to be able to reach. Those are pretty lofty goals: 1,000 subs in a 12-month period and 4,000 hours of watch time.
So basically, what happens within the next 12 months? You have to get another 1,000 subs, whatever other ridiculous stuff they throw in there, and 4,000 hours of watch time or whatever.
I think once you have the partnership, you have it, and you don't have to worry about it anymore.
Not because they took people's partnerships away, though.
Yeah, but I think that's just a first time thing where you have to get it back. Like, you have to earn it back. But I think once you get it, they're not going to take it away from you again, and you have to get the requirements every year or anything like that. Well, that's how I'm thinking it is.
Good job, YouTube. You're going to make so many people clickbait like crazy. It's going to be...
Dark Artemis. Hi, everybody. Noble. What's up?
Yeah, I'm going to create a shitload of fucking YouTube accounts and sub to myself, so I get 1,000 subs. I was like, fuck it.
Sub to me too. I'm like 600 away. I need help.
Yes.
Guys,
you've got a few more subs than me.
I'm gonna let you know right now that freaking sucks that they demonetize you and everybody else who gets demonetized. And the good thing is you do it because you enjoy it, Supersonic, and I know that's frustrating, but you started your channel because you enjoyed doing it, so now you just have to do more.
That was a lot of work, a lot of editing for nothing. Cut off.
Yes.
It sucks.
Now, here's the thing. Can someone explain to me, and maybe I read it wrong or I just don't understand it, if you miss their guidelines of 12 months, 4,000 hours, do you have an opportunity to do that again, or you have to relaunch your channel under a different name to do that?
No, you gotta work harder.
Oh, okay.
Work harder, get less.
It really sucks, and I'm sorry.
When I went on mine, it just said that, like, all the monetization, like, the ticks, everything's gone. It just says I'm not eligible to monetize or do any of that
Addiction's
stuff anymore.
yelling at somebody here. He said, you can do it on the same channel. Vocals Greg became a sponsor. Yay, thank you, Vocals. So yeah, he's yelling, you can do it on the same channel, and all I can hear is, you can do it. So
you can do it.
I'm halfway through my coffee, you guys. So yeah, that really sucks, and I'm sorry. I mean, I didn't get demonetized yet, so I'm shocked because I say the bomb. So I don't know why I silented that. The F bomb.
Every YouTuber is going to have a podcast. Every single one of them now.
Yeah, they're everywhere these days. But you know, if that's what's gonna help your channel and you enjoy doing podcasts, then that's no problem, you guys. Like, I enjoy doing the podcast. This is my sanity. We didn't do a podcast last Wednesday because it was stupid Valentine's Day, and it worked from open to close at work. And literally, I was so depressed.
Hashtag make love to the wife day.
Hashtag I don't have a wife day, so I don't make love to the wife. I was at work.
Pretend to make love to Xbox day. There you go.
No, I was at work from 6:30 a.m. till 3:30 a.m. the next day. It's work day. What's up, graphic god? So yeah, okay, so last Wednesday was hashtag make love to the wife day. It was Valentine's Day. It was a really busy day. Thank you for the host, Fogels. So guys, we gotta dive into some topics. What the fuck?
What?
Sorry, I had an Amber Alert. Hold on.
Yes, that was not me.
That really scared me. I was like, is that a bomb?
No, even if you have your phone muted, an Amber Alert will make your phone go
snap,
crazy.
really? Well, my phone's not muted. I haven't got an Amber Alert, so... what's up, Crispy Bomb? What's up, everybody in the chat? So yeah, let's dive into...
Amber Alert brought to you by 311.
Armored Reaper, what's up? So yeah, there's some gaming stuff, there's some movie stuff. Now, Boomstick, I know you were curious to find out if people had seen Black Panther. I know I haven't, so no spoilers. So
I have. Here's what happened, the entire story. You ready?
No.
Damn it.
And then end scene credits. Two of them.
Yes.
Wow.
Well, I'm going to say this. This is now, they've been doing movies for 10 years since the original with Iron Man. And I've you know, I'm not shy about saying that, of course, I prefer Marvel over DC, but I will watch all superhero movies regardless. Without a doubt, Black Panther put together. Ryan Coogler was a director. He directed.
It's not the best Marvel movie, man.
No,
don't even.
Hold on just a second, dude. You'll get your chance when you see it. Then you can tell me about it. And
I already saw it.
I have to digress and be like, hold the phone. Let me just say this: a movie is that you go to see, depending on what cast is put in there to depict the characters, could make or destroy a movie. There's no doubt about it. You can have the no-name person come in and just absolutely kill it, and you can have a person that is an Academy Award winner and just do a terrible job. That is not, in fact, the case with this film. Everyone, and I mean everyone, in this film was fantastic from start to finish. But you see, what I love about the Black Panther movie is not that it was just another superhero movie. It's not, because what runs to the forefront of this film is the story of tragedy and family. And what for me personally, having a brother who is African American, the culture that was on display in this film gave me goosebumps. I mean, literally, the colors and the depiction of Wakanda as a nation was incredible. So I'm really taking this like super deep. It's not just him in a Black Panther suit with superpowers. There is so much more than just that. I think everyone should go to see this film.
Yeah, everybody's talking about how it's like a movement and it's like it's just so deep, and I'm just like, all right, I haven't seen it. Like, I know one of the young ladies I work with at work. She went
It is the highest. It had the highest
4-day run in movie history.
Had the deepest wallet for basically what people are saying is a predominantly African American movie.
Yes.
Which for that this is monumental there, and for what it's grossing, it's a time in history, right?
Yes. Yes.
Which I am not gonna deter anything from that. That is absolutely great. But when it comes down to it, the story, right?
Mm-hmm.
Now, I don't know if maybe I'm just educated, or whatnot, but you know, I know about like certain African culture and stuff like that. What they did here is, yeah, they used the colors, they used some of the references, you know, but at the end of the day, it's still a Marvel film. So like the colorful robes that these people had turned into holographic shields and stuff like that. My biggest gripe about Black Panther is the fact that they completely rushed Killmonger. They rushed him into power so freaking fast, and I would have loved to see him kind of more in his habitat, more before he went to Wakanda, to see kind of like how he was interacting like on the streets of the United States and stuff like that. They didn't really do that. To me, he felt rushed. The character was great. I wanted to see more Killmonger in the movie. At the end of the day, it sets a precedent when it comes to like these big time movies. You know, cinemas going into the movies, the theaters, stuff like that. But when it comes down to a predominantly kind of like African American tale and stuff like that, I like Luke Cage a lot more than I liked Black Panther, to be really honest with you.
Well, to be completely fair, I understand what you're saying, and you're not wrong. That's entirely your opinion, and it's very well thought out one. What's unfair about what you're saying is that Luke Cage had 13 hours to develop his character as well as the neighborhood.
But he also had 2 to 3 different villains in that whole thing. Like it was expanded on, but my whole thing with Killmonger is they could have done more with him. You know what I'm saying? I agree with you. I understood where he was coming from, and I do like the character. And trust me, see, this is the thing. I read Black Panther growing up, as like going through my childhood. Black Panther, Spider-Man, a little bit of the Avengers, and X-Men, right? So I was completely stoked for the fact that a comic book that I read on the regular, that, you know, a few years ago you would never think was going to the big screen, actually went to the big screen. That made me stoked. That's what I was hyped up about. And they did a good job with the comic book world. You know what I'm saying? With the world from the comic book and bringing it over. Maybe not the man, I forget his name now. He's the Gorilla King. He's the guy who's up in the mountains.
Yes.
He's depicted a lot differently in the comic book. You see what I'm saying? But he does have a streak of honor, and they did show that in the movie, which is really awesome.
Mm-hmm.
But at the end of the day, it like I said, it sets a precedent, man. We're breaking through another barrier, which is absolutely great. I tend to not even think about it in terms of the barriers. I see them there, but I don't inherently go to this and be like, man, I got to get psyched up for this because this is doing this. I already knew it was going to do great because I read the comic books. And if they follow anything with the comic books, which the MCU, they do a great job bringing the superheroes to the theater, right? So I was already stoked for that, man.
Yeah, well, I mean, for me personally, you know, Chadwick Boseman was obviously fantastic, and you know, he really depicted not only as the Black Panther, but you know, as the King of Wakanda. What stole the show for me personally was Lupita Nyong'o, his sister. She was in every scene that she was in. It was literally like I laughed out loud. I mean, she stole the show for me personally. I thought she was, you know, electric on screen, and the fact that she has an intelligence probably as high or higher than Tony Stark opens up her particular character well past just the Black Panther movie itself. And especially those 2 ending credits, you can see you know where they're taking her character, which of course, you know, I won't spoil. But like I said, if you like MCU, if you're a fan of the Marvel movies and you kind of want to get yourself prepared for the gigantic behemoth that's going to be Avengers Infinity War, you should definitely check out this film. That's for sure.
Well, I want to hear from Creating Beyond Limits. What's your thoughts on that?
I really enjoyed the movie. I agree with Boom. I thought the sister was one of the best characters in it. I thought it would have been a lot better if she had a bit more screen time. But I'm happy to see where it goes in the future. I didn't know anything about Black Panther as a character going in, other than what I seen from Civil War. So I was open-minded going in, and I actually really enjoyed it. The fact that Marvel always brings out these side character movies now, like Ant-Man and stuff, where you would think that, oh, no one's gonna go see that. These are just like side heroes, like, but then they end up surprising you. And they put so much money into them now. It just turns out awesome. It looked great. Has really great action scenes. It was very enjoyable. I can't wait to see the next Avengers movie.
Awesome. Just make sure you guys don't throw any spoilers out there.
See,
I haven't seen it. And some
the
people
funny
in the
thing
chat
about
haven't
that
seen it
is
yet.
Black Panther is not even a side character. He's had his own comic book for absolute years.
When I say side character, I just mean like Ant-Man has his own comics and everything.
Yeah,
like
but
I just mean like people wouldn't know much about him.
That
really
was thrown to the side. Black Panther was meant to be a main staple character for Marvel. And for some rhyme or reason, like his comic book never really caught traction, like like the Avengers or Iron Man or Spider-Man or anything like that. But he was meant to be that, and they, at least I know through the '80s, there was a big push. There was a big push for Black Panther to be in that spotlight, and I don't know why, but it never really kind of reached that plateau. But it will now. That's for damn sure.
Mm-hmm.
And how about you, Daz? Have you seen this movie?
Nah, I ain't seen it. I'll wait for a good copy on Cody. I can't condone that, but you know what I mean.
1, 2, 3 movies. 1, 2, 3
yes.
movies.
Buffering, yes. I'm sure fucking Broski will mention it on the Dazcast later tonight because he's watched it like twice now. He's actually gone to cinema twice to watch it.
I've had a few personal DMs with him, and he's going to go see it a third time. It's his favorite movie of all time.
He has more money than sense, I tell you. No, I'm not really into me films, TV, and shit. I ain't got time for that, as you know. I'm too busy doing other shit like Siberia, watching podcasts and that. Shout out to Siberia anyway. If you haven't seen it, watch the Profit Cast.
Also, Daz, as I'm not sure if anyone knows, my latest video that I dropped today regarding the Gears of War stuff, Siberia was the community spotlight.
Yes,
nice.
Somehow I know this, Boom, but there you go. I'm going to catch that straight. I'm going to catch that straight after the show. No, I'm not really fussed about the film, to be honest with you. I'll watch it when our last watches it on Cody. You know what I mean? I'm not really a film buff.
All right. How about Supersonic Station? Have you seen this?
I thought the movie seemed to me like the movie The Piano, and I thought Black Panther was kind of a wuss. I'm just kidding. I haven't seen it. I'm just kidding.
I don't know what The Piano is, so...
That's a girl movie. Oh. I'm waiting for the Cody thing too. Shh.
Okay.
Well, can't condone that, Super.
You did see the movie. You thought you didn't.
Nope. Waiting for Cody.
It's definitely, in my opinion, it's in the top 5 of Marvel movies. I still like Thor Ragnarok, Civil War, and the first Avengers more, but it's definitely in the top 5.
Yeah. 1 month of Game Pass in the chat. Someone better grab that.
Maybe you can use it.
Will not work if you have an existing account.
Yeah. Cancel your existing account, and then
it won't work. Make a new gamer tag and use it that way.
That was really awesome, though. Thanks, Spoonman.
iPad.
So now we're gonna kind of switch it up, only because I don't want to spend too much time talking about a movie that I have yet to see. Now I want to talk about Ready Player One, because totally before the show today I was gonna rewatch that trailer for like the 30th time. Okay, because Xbox and me have watched the trailer for that movie like 60 times. Okay, maybe not 60. I can't keep my numbers straight, but whatever. And Ready Player One has a lot of interesting stuff in that. And You know, I was talking about it. We were playing some PUBG last night. Instead of me playing PUBG, I should have went to bed. But I was playing PUBG. And then I was talking about Ready Player One and Vogel's Craig, Cairo Slabs as someone that I work with, but they also game with us. And who was the other person in the party chat? Sun bitch, I don't remember. So anyways, they were like, what's that? And I'm like, what do you mean, what's that? Ready Player One is like amazing. So Ready Player One was a book, and it's kind of like about VR, like a VR world to escape your current world. You know, it's like an oasis. But
the Oasis, they actually named it that.
The Oasis.
Yes.
Thank you. And there's gaming references, there's comic references. There's so much in this movie. So
pop culture.
Yeah, it's amazing. So you know, I'm gonna shut the fuck up. Sorry. I'm going to hand it over to you.
On my phone real quick.
Because I know that one thing that both you and Supersonic Station have noted was the Halo Spartans, and Xbot saw those. No bullshit. He was like, oh, Halo Spartans are in it. And I'm like, God, what?
He was like,
literally, he screeched.
My voice was a little bit deeper than that, though, people.
No, it wasn't. I swear it wasn't. He screeched like a girl when he saw that. But anyways, Xbot, you want to talk a little bit about this movie and why it's going to be amazeballs?
Well, basically, the Oasis is a virtual reality world that was made by this man, right? It's set in the future, and basically, it's in a world where people are living on top of each other. Like literally, there's things called stacks. People are living on top of each other, stuff like that. The Oasis became a place to go, you know, for entertainment and stuff like that. But they also it became something more, right? So all of a sudden, I'm not sure if the creator of the Oasis died or whatnot, because this is based off a book. I never read the book, but he put an Easter egg into this virtual reality world, and to get this Easter egg, you have to obtain 3 keys, right? I think it's a bronze, silver, and gold. But so all of a sudden, this huge thing comes out that there, you know, if you get this Easter egg, you earn I think it's $1 trillion and total control over this oasis that everybody is going into, whether it's for entertainment, business purposes. It's basically like a new world, and you would have control over it. So of course there's going to be corporations that want that control. There's going to be people that basically haven't had a decent life, that are living in these stacks and stuff. They're going, you know, for these keys. And within all that, within the virtual reality space, I mean, you can be whoever you want to be. And you're going to see a lot of different references to video games, to pop culture. I mean, they have the DeLorean. The main character drives a DeLorean, but it's not just the DeLorean. On the front of the DeLorean is like has the Kit red light, the red light from Kit in Knight Rider going across the front of it.
Nice.
You'll see like the Iron Giant. You'll see Tracer from Overwatch, Blanca, Ryu, Chun-Li, Master Chief, Lara.
I forgot about Chun-Li.
Yeah, I could go on and on, but these are kind of like I mean, they might share some of you know, the front of the camera, but for the most part, you'll see a lot of this stuff in the background. Looks like a really cool movie. The story in and of itself looks really like it's really intriguing to me. I like sci-fi stuff. I like, you know,
I like that you can be whoever you want to be.
Yeah,
the book's awesome. Like people have to go through. They had to go through like old movies, like Family Ties. They'll see an Easter egg in that, so it's like searching for Easter eggs, and it's cool that they have all these Easter eggs in the movie. So that's just
Did you notice that big Easter egg? If you look around in the trailer, if you look around that Easter egg, it's all Mortal Kombat stuff.
Oh yeah, that's so cool.
It's got the dragons. It shows Sub-Zero. It shows Raiden. Like one of the Easter eggs. If you didn't notice it,
go back and watch it.
Through a Mortal Kombat world, yo. I don't know. It looks cool.
They have a VR thing that you can actually go into now and look at. You get to go into one of the movie sets and look around, and look for props and stuff. They have like Pee Wee Herman's bicycle, and they have that mech from RoboCop that shoots the people. He says in 20 seconds you must comply. Then he shoots them.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
But yeah. There's so many Easter eggs. There's like Laura Croft is on there. Tracer. Trying to think about all. There's a lot of cool cars too. Like Bigfoot's on there. The car from Christine. I think there's like 4 different trailers, and it's fun just like looking at all the trailers, seeing if you can spot the Easter egg. I think Deathstroke's on there.
Yeah,
hey, Super has it got the flying bed out of Mary fucking Poppins?
Yeah, and
nice.
Yeah. Somebody spotted Gandalf dancing in the club.
Yeah, Gandalf.
Nice.
Battletoads is on there. There's so much. It's crazy. It's gonna be like the book is so good that I know that this movie is gonna be a movie that you're gonna want to see over and over again. It's
definitely a movie I'm buying. I already know that much.
Oh, for sure. Definitely. I hope they like show it in VR. That'd be so cool.
That would be, considering, you know, it's a movie where you're putting on a VR headset to kind of go into the Oasis and you know, I mean, I think this is really going to make VR pop for the future. So
it's definitely going to help it.
I want to hear from some other silent ones on the podcast here. Boomstick.
Well, I saw the trailer. They happened to play it in front of Black Panther, which of course I was with my brother. And my brother literally punched me because I haven't read the book yet. He has read the book 3 times. He's listened to the audiobook at least 3 times. And we're definitely going to go see this together because he is super. It looks fantastic. I mean, again, if you're a video game person and you play games as much as I think everyone that's not only on the panel but in the chat, this is the movie for you.
And silent.
Yeah.
And dead air.
No,
I'm only a casual.
Okay, but you can be a casual and you're still.
I'm only joking, Melski. I'm no fucking casual.
You're fucking casual, Daz. Wanna fight?
No, I'm fucking not. Yeah.
Go on my YouTube. It's like 4 days ago I did a VR stream where I'm actually in one of the sets, so it's pretty cool to see all that stuff.
That's cool.
No, for anybody telling me I need to read the book first before this movie, I love movies that came from books, and I prefer movies. You know why? No reading. So that's why I'm gonna go see the movie. Not necessarily gonna read the book.
Yeah, 50 Shades of Grey Expo.
That's definitely his type of book.
50 Shades Freed.
Oh man.
Yes.
Well, I haven't seen the trailer for this. I've seen the first one, but I haven't seen the newest one.
You're going to watch it right now.
I was going to do a video like reacting to it, but I was sick and busy, so I just never watched it in the end. So I guess I'm going to have to watch it at some point.
Yeah,
that sounded like it's a bad thing. It's going to be awesome, I know.
Okay,
Rain, I ad-lib movies that need subtitles. Instead of reading it, I just make my own script on the fly, is what I do.
Right, so creating bound limits, wait until you do your reaction, but you're gonna have to watch it like 2 or 3 times.
They even have Freddy Krueger and Chucky in it. It's crazy. There's so much in this movie.
It's gonna be so amazing, and I'm not gonna lie. When I worked at the bookstore a few years ago, people constantly came in for this book, and it was always a book on my gotta read list, but it wasn't something that, like, I didn't know what it was, so I never read it. And now I'm just like, damn, I should have read it, but at the same time, I'm really excited for the movie, so now I'm not going to read it because there's going to be a movie, so I don't have time to read. I don't have time to sleep, guys. So
kind of like Willy Wonka. It's kind of like Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, that they got to find the golden ticket to control the Oasis.
The Willy Wonka of the virtual reality.
Hey, we bought 2 golden tickets.
Yeah, we did. Vape juice bought. Vape juice
just like
doesn't
chocolate
count.
milk.
It's really not that great. It was great until it's not.
Really good. It's really good.
Yeah. So, yeah, that movie's going to be amazing. CBL, definitely go check it out. But wait till you do your reaction, because I think you're going to, like, basically piss your pants out of excitement. That's all I'm going to say. So, if you do piss your pants, it's got to be on video. That is all.
Yes,
make a video. I stand up. Look, see, proof. I pissed myself.
He's gonna dump a cup of water on himself too. It's gonna be great.
When I saw those Halo Spartans, I freaked out. Even if they're on there for like 10 seconds, I'm happy that Halo's on there.
Yeah, I mean, that's really cool. And I know you just said, hey, bot, but I hope that they kind of... I feel like there's so much going on in this movie that like, they could have probably made 2 movies out of it. But, like, I hope that the gaming aspect gets a little more, or a lot more shine, rather, because this is going to be... Like, we're planning on taking the kids to the movies for this, and I never take the kids to the movies. Okay, once a year usually, because the shit's expensive. They want popcorn, soda, and Xbox. Like, well, they don't get to do this all the time, so we gotta buy popcorn. And I'm like, no, you don't. So, this time we're gonna go. We're gonna get popcorn. We're gonna get soda. We're gonna get fucking candy. Let them have a party, and we're gonna sit there and watch this movie. And then
we gotta do it again for Infinity War.
No, you do that.
I'm gonna watch it in VR with my VR helmet on Cody.
Yes.
I'm just kidding. I'm going to the theaters to see this one.
Yes, turn up at the theatre.
Pop.
Turn up at the theatre with your VR helmet on. Super.
Yeah, absolutely.
See if you get kicked out.
This is probably a movie that I'd actually pay a little extra to see in IMAX or something like that, because that shit's pricey here in Connecticut. I don't know about where you guys are, but yes, Graphic got its pop. I'm sorry, you're not allowed to say soda. He's like, what's soda? And I'm just like,
Melskid, do you realise how much money you could save if you just put it on Cody and let the kids sit in front of the TV?
No. It's not going to be the same experience. I cannot do that. What's up, Monkey
Of course
Punch?
you can.
No. I watch a lot of movies in bootleg. Okay, this is not one movie that I can say I have to go to the theater. There's very few movies that I will go to the movie theater for. Like, literally, like, I think the last movie, I don't remember what it was, but before that it was World War Z. But, like, I hate the movie theater.
I took the kids to see Civil War.
Okay, that doesn't count, though. I'm talking about me.
Can I say something before I forget? When I was doing that VR demo of Ready Player One, guess what I saw? The Spaceballs spaceship. Spaceballs is in Ready Player One.
Damn, that's awesome.
Yes.
That's awesome. So... That's pretty cool. There's going to be so much. I think everybody should just come to Connecticut and we'll just take up an entire movie theater for all the gamers. And it's going to be cool. That would be awesome. Like, have a VIP. We want OhSnap and Xbox Adventures movie. Yeah, someday you'll get an Adventures movie when I have a life and I don't live at a cookie store 24/7. But you know what? I'm supposed to do my vlogs, but it's too hard to do that because I'm not allowed to record in my back room. But anyways, so yeah, Ready Player One, guys. If you haven't seen the trailer, go watch the trailer. Creating Beyond Limits almost called you Daz. CBL, definitely after this show, you go watch that trailer and do your reactions and make sure you piss yourself.
If it's sunny enough. I need lighting. I don't have any actually good light, so I need to get the light in the room to record a video.
It's sunny enough. You need to. You got to bring the sun into your house. I don't know. You better get some lights because isn't it always like gloomy out in Ireland?
Yeah, that's why the line's never that good on the videos.
It's fine. You'll be alright. It's just, you know, go to the store. Go to IKEA. Do you have IKEA?
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Far away though. It's like I have to move and travel a little bit.
Yeah, that's annoying. But you got this. You got to move your whole computer desk to wherever the light comes in.
Yeah, so you can't see your screen. Yeah, and don't forget to wear a nappy. You know, in case you piss yourself.
That's not fun.
You gotta piss yourself. You're just gonna have so much fun. You're
just gonna see a jump cut, and I'm just gonna be soaked. It's like, what? You fake news.
You just gotta you gotta take a cup of water and just pour it on yourself right in front of the camera and just be like, oh, I pissed myself.
Orange juice here, look more realistic, man.
That would be so hilarious. So yeah, let's move on from the movies. I know like there was one more that Boomstick wanted to touch on, but because we're short on time, if we do have a chance, we will get to that. Games with gold, guys. I was gonna say Giles because I was reading Trials. Games with gold for March. You said Skip?
Yeah, because they're shit.
All right,
Barf.
so
Yeah.
Let's all say it in one word. I say barf.
I don't like the word barf. But it's the Trials of Blood Dragon.
That's the only good
this
thing,
fuck.
I guess.
There was Super Hot.
Oh well, that's alright for VR.
That game sucks, but it's good in virtual reality.
Quantum Conundrum. I could not say that word last night, and then there was one more that I wrote the date. Brave. Oh,
yes.
You know what? That movie game looks so cute.
The movie's awesome. I don't know, but like what the game is probably like super shit, just for money, cash grab.
But I never seen that.
Okay, now.
I don't know what we're laughing about, so I'll pretend.
I have no
idea. I'll pretend that I don't hear this shit. So
what the?
I don't know how's that.
I'm just laughing at you.
Are you okay, Supersonic? Are you?
I gotta mute for
somebody call the doctor.
Wow, it's just got so
compose yourself.
What the fuck?
What'd I say?
Oh, we're just laughing at Dino.
What'd I say?
Sounds like mute time snaps.
He didn't say. Super started laughing and I just started laughing. It happens regularly.
Cash grab.
That's what's so funny.
Well, that's what it is.
It is what it is.
So,
we've just blacked the fuck out of Melsky. And the rest of the panel.
I've never played any of these games. Super Hot. I've seen gameplay of that because it was very I guess you could say popular for about 10 minutes in the gaming community. So I don't know what happened with that.
It's a good game.
I know, you have a lot of fun with it. Like, it's really interesting to play, and it actually has this, like, a story type of mode.
Yeah, the ending.
You will clear in, like, an hour.
Crazy, man.
Yeah, it's weird, but you will be bored or finished with the game after, like, one sitting. You'll probably go back to it for a little bit. But the gameplay is fun.
The gameplay is fun. That's cool. Like, I've never really cared for that game, mostly because isn't it just parkour shit?
No, it's just that you move, and time moves only when you move. So if you're not moving, like, well, time does move when you're not moving, but it's very slowly. That's just the same. Like, when you're actually not moving, you can see people are slowly moving, but they're basically not. Like, you can stand there for ages before someone would actually get to you. So as you're moving, then everything's in normal time. So you're meant to play it like move, stop, and stuff like that, and shoot at the enemies. You can dodge all the bullets because you can see them moving. While you're standing still, like, you'd be able to see the bullets and just walk around them and stuff. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah, you're getting confused with Matrix.
That's what I was just gonna say. It's like the Matrix. This game, it's okay. It's okay, like on a flat screen, but it's one of the best VR titles there is. So definitely download Red Hot in case
it's super hot
or super
hot. You dip.
Super hot. Definitely download in case
Red Hot.
Mixed reality.
What are you watching on VR? Red Hot. Hey,
you gotta download.
What are you watching?
Super Hot is awesome in VR. I love that game in VR.
All right, so how about the Trials of Blood Dragon?
This fuck.
Huh?
It looks like a fun game, man. Like. Everybody out. Hold on. Everybody out on YouTube and the gaming community, from what I've seen, they're absolutely trashing this games with gold. And there's, it's not as good as before Game Pass, was announced and implemented and everything like that. But when you look at Super Hot, which, came first to console on Xbox, right? And then eventually went over to PlayStation 4. When it was first on Xbox, everybody was talking about how creative and artistic and what a great game it is. And now I hear people like, it's what it is. It's a great game. It has replay value. They have different challenges and stuff you can get into to play it more than once.
Mm-hmm.
Trials, the Trials is that dirt bike game, and they're putting it in the Blood Dragon world, and so you'll be able to not only drive a dirt bike, but they have different vehicles. They have levels where you're running and gunning as well. So, I mean, for what it is, which are free games for your gold subscription, it's not really that bad. The 360 titles I can throw in the garbage. I really don't care about those. But at least they have 2 titles that are interesting to play. You know what I'm saying? I don't see why everybody's just throwing this in the gutter, throwing it in the fire, like right off the bat. If you look into it a little bit, at least 2 of the games are interesting.
Yeah.
You know?
Meanwhile, Sony's putting out AAA games for free every month.
No, they're not. Stop.
Usually.
Well, real quick, Rain G4 said in the chat, it seems games get popular when it comes to Game Pass or games with gold. And the thing is, like, there's games where people just forget about, right? And then they go into Game Pass or games with gold, and it kind of re-brings light. It brings people to play them. And like, I've never even heard of Quantum Conundrum. I just like saying conundrum, okay? But that's reality. Or the Brave game. So it definitely does bring more people to come back to play these games if you haven't played them, or now that it's free and you don't own it. Hey, why not if you enjoyed it? You know what I'm saying? So I want to hear
just
from
download it anyway.
Yeah, why not? Like, it's free, so try it out. If you don't like it, delete it. I want to hear from the chat and what they think about March's Games with Gold. You know, 1, if you like it, 2, if you hate it, and 3, if you have mixed emotions. I don't fucking know. Boomstick, you're very quiet today.
I'm letting everybody speak their piece. I mean, listen, here's the thing. Bot's right. The first 2 games, they're pretty good games. I really don't understand. I mean, I get why people keep reverting to, well, since Game Pass, everything sucks. Yes, their choices have not been the most favorable with fans, and of course, Sony has been putting out strong titles. Perfect example, a couple of months ago, they put out Metal Gear Solid 5. That's a strong game to put out there for free. But the thing is this: the second 2 games that were backward compatible are not so good. And what's a little, I guess, why everyone is up in arms is because one of the games that was just recently added to the backwards compatibility was that game by Platinum, where you're that guy in the Vanquish, which is, I got to tell you, I beat that game, and it is, not only does it look gorgeous, but it's an astounding game to play. If you're into that, the Japanese mech kind of a thing, it is a magnificent game from start to finish. I'm curious as to why that game wasn't in the free games for gold and they put Brave. Because, I mean, look, I get it. They're a family that play games together and they want, games for their kids. But for the audience that they're putting this out for, I don't think Brave was a good choice. I mean, if you just think about,
how do you pick a Disney movie game?
I don't know. Yeah.
Like, oh man.
I mean, think about that for a second. If they would have put out the Conundrum game along with Vanquish, and then you added Super Hot and the Trials game, it would have been a strong month for Game Pass. I mean, listen, we've said it before. They've dropped the ball. Adding the Disney Brave game was a big miss. That's my opinion.
I've never played the game, so I don't know how terrible or awesome it is. So I guess I'd have to play it to kind of actually make a decision. But I do like the fact that there is options for, let's say, children, and then the everyday gamer, like Super Hot. The other ones I can't speak for, no idea what they are. So
Super Hot's fantastic. That's a really good game.
Super Hot's the only game that I've ever really seen that's on that list. I mean, it's good that I see one game that has been like a semi-popular game. That's a plus right now. But with the kids, I don't know if they can play Super Hot. I don't know if they can play Quantum Conundrum.
Super Hot should be fun. There's no blood around. It's all pixels.
Yeah, well,
it depends really.
You have not met our twin.
One of them, he can make anything morbid. He'd be like, I will burn in the fire for 3 hours.
Throw a sword at somebody and they'll start throwing butter knives. Like, yeah.
So me, it's like, all right, cool. They can play this happy little game here, and then they'll be like, this game sucks. And I'll be like, what did you say? And they'll be like, this game sucks. I'll be like, you're on timeout for saying sucks. Like everything else would be like, whatever. But yeah, like, I mean, I'm going to download the game, so I'm probably not going to download Brave. honestly. Like, I'm interested in it, but since I have PUBG and every other game that I want to play, I'll forget about it. Maybe I'll
by every other game,
I'll stream it for you guys.
PUBG, and PUBG.
Yeah, you guys know my addiction is real.
She's actually got nothing left. She's got no on the hard drive apart from PUBG. That's it. She's deleted everything.
Absolutely.
No, I'm super excited. I've been waiting forever for Brave to come to Xbox.
You're a liar. Stop trying to be positive now.
Hold on, we need
he just wants to play
something on our host here.
What?
We need to turn something on our host. How are you feeling today, knowing that tomorrow you're going to be getting your X?
Woo! I forgot. Okay, guys. Lady Foxfire. Thank you, Foxy, because you are the fucking best. She posted that GameStop God damn it. GameStop had a deal where you get an additional controller, so you get 2 controllers for your Xbox One X, and you get PUBG. So now I'm gonna have PUBG twice. That's how much I love PUBG. Okay.
That's a lot of love.
Hold on, you said 2 controllers. Can I have one?
No.
This makes CBL the only one on the panel without an Xbox One X.
So here's the deal, guys.
Somebody's going to have to change his graphic to like a tear going down the side of his face.
You just see the eye now. Just
my taxes come tomorrow, and I'm going to GameStop, and I'm going to get my X. And, you know, if Lady Foxfire did not post that, I would have waited. All right? But now I'll be able to play PUBG and be able to see things because
so you won't spawn into a staircase is what you're saying.
Okay, no, my staircase doesn't even spawn. Like, I'll be floating there in the middle of a house and the shit's just a blur and I'm like, what's going on? And then I get stuck in walls and stuff. It's really aggravating. So yeah, I'm getting my X Rain. Yes, I am.
Safe anymore when she plays PUBG on my X, because she used to be like, you could tell she was jelly, man. She was jelly.
Oh my gosh.
Hey,
every time I played on
the X isn't gonna make you drive any better, Mel.
Hey,
shots fired.
You can ask Dirty J. Dirty J has not gotten killed from my driving yet once. Monkey Punch probably has. Vogel Craig, he has definitely died. Xbox got a tire in his face. Spoonman has definitely died from my driving at least once. So, I mean, the reality is my driving got better, especially because they made it so you get more hurt when you crash even the littlest bit. So, yeah, it's so much fun. Aw, CBL sad because he's not getting an Xbox One X, but
get it on finance.
That's what taxes are for. I gotta get the car worked on, and then I'm getting my X, but the car can wait another day. You know what I'm saying? But I
did 2 backflips on a motorcycle last night with the Don as my passenger.
Oh, wow. You're a show-off. Nobody likes your attitude, Xbot. Next.
Oh, I recorded it, by the way.
Oh, I guess that's going to be on gameplay.
So you can literally see the Don kissing Xbox ring. Yes.
Spoonman said, I enjoy your driving, though. Getting worse, not better. Or get worse, not better. I thought he said getting worse. I'm like, damn, that's messed up. I thought I was doing good. But, yeah, no. My driving has gotten a lot better because it does take a lot of life from you now if you crash, you know? So, anyways, I'm so excited, guys. I'm like literally like if you didn't remind me of that, I would have went the rest of the day just like very meh.
Well, now you have something to be excited about. That's great.
Yeah, I mean,
will you do an unboxing video for us, please?
I'm not doing an unboxing. There's no reason to do an unboxing. You guys know what
do an unboxing.
No, unboxing. You guys can't tell me what to do. You know,
everyone in chat, put a 1 if you want her to do an unboxing video. Put a 2 if you don't.
I'm literally going to open a box and then shut off the camera.
Xbox One X. Come on.
Unbox it and then put the console in a different box and then ship that to Ireland and you keep your Xbox One Xbox.
Nice.
Well, I guess I'm doing a fucking unboxing. Thanks, everybody. I'll do a
live
unboxing.
I know you said that you had to go by 12:30, and I think that if we don't
Tony, what does 3 mean?
Gears of War story, it would be a crime.
All right. Well, we got to do a reboxing. 3 is a reboxing. How about that?
Oh, yeah.
Right. So yeah, we're gonna hand the reins over to Mr. Boomstick. Thank you for keeping us on track. I do appreciate it, Boomstick. Gears of War, Splash ID doing a campaign for Gears of War 5. I'm gonna just give it to you because I had no idea about this.
Yeah, what basically happened was a story was posted yesterday from Games Radar, and some of the leaked information that they had was Splash Damage was going to be now tasked to handle the Gears of War 5 campaign. Now, there's a lot of questions with this. First of all, you ask, who is Splash Damage? Well, their company started in 2001, so they've been making games for 17 years. And they've been a part of some of games, biggest titles. They worked on Castle Wolfenstein. They worked on Batman Arkham Origins. And more recently, they were responsible for many of the very popular Gears of War 4 multiplayer maps. So now here's the second question. Why would Rod Ferguson, who has been responsible for 6 Gears of War titles under his belt since his days at Epic, turn the single-player campaign over to a company like Splash Damage? And the answer is it's probably because the rumors that were leaked earlier in January about them working on a new IP are true. I don't have any confirmation other than the post that was put out there, but there were rumors that they're currently working on the rebooted version of Perfect Dark. And this is exciting news for everybody. I know there's been some hubbub about they're giving up on the franchise and we don't know. Listen, Splash Damage is a very talented team. They have over 300 people, and they're currently hiring to finish or to start work on Gears 5, the single player. So I really wouldn't worry too much about that. And I'm even more excited that not only are we going to get a Gears of War 5 single player campaign from a different point of view. Now, they've worked on Gears of War before, so it's not like they're unfamiliar with the lore or the characters. So I'm not concerned about that. What I'm excited about is that if in fact, Rod Ferguson and the team at Coalition are currently working on whatever IP it is, and happens to be Perfect Dark, that has me super excited, because all of the amount of love and care they've put into the Gears of War franchise, going into something as storied as Perfect Dark would be phenomenal.
Boom. Would you really be excited if they're working on Perfect Dark?
Yes, I do, because I was there from the day one, and I think Joanna Dark, if done correctly, especially in third person, see, this is what they need to do. They can't release another first person game. We've played 2 versions. One is storied, one is forgettable, and she needs a reboot. And when I mean reboot, I mean a reboot from start to finish. And perspective would be a good way to start.
Let me build this up though. Like, first of all, like when it comes to Splash Damage, you don't know exactly what's going on. Rod, he could be overseeing that entire project, making sure if something isn't like Gears specific, take it out of the campaign or whatnot. If this is true, Coalition and Splash Damage are working very closely together. Now, if they're working on a new, if they're working on a new IP, here's the thing. Everybody knows Coalition, everybody knows Rod can do third-person games. You know what I'm saying? If they have the opportunity to do something new, I would actually want like the reboot for Perfect Dark to go somewhere else, to give another development team a chance to kind of put their spin on it, because at the end of the day, Gears of War is an awesome story. It is a classic like dude bro game. Like, there isn't a lot in terms of twists and turns and stuff like that in Gears, really. I don't know. I would rather see a different development team like take over Perfect Dark. I mean, I would want to see what they were doing as well. So this is just saying this is very early in this, but I would love to see like Coalition and them kind of spread their wings a little bit more. If they're gonna do a different game, then do a different game. All right, kind of like what Playground, because they're known for open world racers and stuff like that. As soon as they had a chance to do a different game, open world RPG, it's different.
Well, I mean, yeah, I understand what you're saying, and why I kind of disagree with you is this. First of all, Perfect Dark, the story itself is completely on one side of the spectrum, as opposed to Gears of War being a dude bro shooter, whereas the main protagonist is a strong female character. So in itself, from dude bro to strong female lead.
I don't. You see, man. Here's the thing. I don't know if like it's just the way I was raised or anything like that. I don't look at anything like, oh, this is strong female character game. Oh, this is a strong like African American movie or any. I don't look at things like that. I look at them at their source, as a game, as a movie, or whatnot. So to me, you know, Joanna Dark is as strong as Master Chief. I really don't see the difference in all that. The difference to me with Perfect Dark compared to Gears is the twists, the turns, you know what I'm saying? The kind of spying stealth.
Yes. And again, all of that is completely on the right of the spectrum, as opposed to Gears of War being your typical I threw a grenade, I chainsawed somebody, let me jump over a wall. What's up, dude? Give me a butt bounce. You know what I'm saying? It's you know, slap each other on the ass.
I don't want the core of Perfect Dark to be take cover and shoot over your head blindly.
No, you know but it could be if again, in my perfect dark is reimagining it in the sense of a Splinter Cell type game, where now this is Microsoft's spy and she has to do different missions, whatever, in the third person. So I mean, again, I get what you're saying, but I'm interested. See, and what you're talking about as well. I would like to see the Coalition continue to do what they've done. See, that mentality is why Microsoft is failing right now in regards to first party. Yeah, it is, dude.
Hold on, brother. I did not say that I want Coalition to keep doing exactly what they were doing. I said they should spread their wings even further.
Okay, well, but again, I think that doing a Perfect Dark game is spreading their wings. I don't know if I want them to spread so far wide that they're across the world before we know they've even done something. Yeah, so I mean, again, that's just me. But again, this is complete rumor. Nothing's confirmed that they are doing Perfect Dark. But now we're hearing it from different avenues that could be what they're working on. You know what they say? Where there's smoke, there's fire.
Hey, boom. Check this out. How much you want to make a bet that, because, you know, before Coalition was Coalition, they were Black Tusk. They were working on that Shanghai game. How much you want to make a bet? This is more plausible now. I can almost guarantee you that if they are working on a Perfect Dark reboot, they're using assets from that game that they were making.
It's possible, sure.
Turning it into the Perfect Dark reboot, yeah.
Yeah, it's possible, because the game was, what they showed from what was available out there was very rough and extremely early, but you know, I'm sure that it had a very strong story.
All they showed publicly was CGI, man.
Right, but it was, of course, again, it was very rough. If you look at it today, it's like, oof, wow, you know, so there's an ideology behind that little trailer. And it could very well work for a Perfect Dark, because, again, I don't want the same Joanna Dark I played on the N64. That's not what I'm looking for. One of the key factors, in my opinion, is the Xbox portfolio needs adult-themed, story-driven games. That's what I think is missing. I mean, we I know we have Master Chief, and I know we have, you know, Gears, and I know we have a few others, and Sea of Thieves hopefully will be a nice pillar for the Xbox, you know, fans and their portfolio. But I would like to see a more mature title. That's just me.
Quantum Break was an adult themed story driven game, and
yeah, well, unfortunately, the community that complains about not having those didn't show up and buy tickets. I bought it, and I got 1,000 out of 1,000.
That game's amazing.
Out of it. That game is absolutely amazing, and it's unfortunate that no one came to the party.
Well, boom. I think what it is at the end of the day, people within the community, like, because you know, they have a tendency to compare between Sony and Xbox. But Sony has all these adult-themed, story-driven games, man. Xbox needs to catch up to that, and it's like, not necessarily. Like, these companies don't need to really catch up to each other, but they need to kind of forge their own path. Like, that's Xbox. There's a lot of stuff with multiplayer and Xbox Live. Would I like single-player experiences? Yeah, I bought Quantum Break. I love that game. But at the end of the day, I don't think we as a community need to look at each platform. It's like, well, you know, Sony's coming out with God of War, Days Gone, and you know, all these single player games. But what's going on with Xbox? Because on Xbox side, what we're getting this year is a lot of really cool multiplayer experiences when it comes to Sea of Thieves, State of Decay 2, Crackdown 3, Forza Horizon 4. You see what I'm saying? So they don't necessarily need to catch up to one or the other. They just need good games. That's all. That's all.
Yeah, no, and again, you know, we can't say specifically that. Let's say, for instance, they are in fact working on a Perfect Dark reboot because they have the Gears of War franchise under their belt, and because they're the masters at multiplayer, they could add a logistic multiplayer to this game that blew our doors off. So we again, this is complete speculation, and we don't know. But let's hope that in June at E3 we will know something.
Well, let's hope. Do you guys on the panel, Daz, you have anything to say about this?
I'm not particularly bothered about Perfect Dark, to be honest. I didn't like the original game, so I can't see me liking the new game unless they change it dramatically. I can just see it being another third-person rip-off, to be honest with you. But funnily enough, about Gears of War,
the twist is Joanna Dark is actually Marcus Phoenix.
Yes, it's quite funny actually, because last night I started playing Gears of War 4, started the campaign again on the new game attack. So
nice.
Yeah, I'm excited for Gears 5, obviously, like I suppose most people are. But Perfect Dark, I couldn't get two shits about, to be honest with you. Well, that's just me.
Yeah.
Alright, how about Supersonic, CBL?
Like, I don't know about if the Coalition are the ones working on Perfect Dark, because if you know anything about them, you know Rod, like, he's dedicated. He came back to Microsoft because he was working on Gears of War. So for him to just, after making Gears of War 4, move on to a different game and not be fully dedicated to Gears of War, like, he has a tattoo, he like really loves the franchise. They announced last year that yes, there is a movie coming. Like, they have it, it's getting made. They have a publisher or whatever. Like, that's coming. So why, more likely, we're going to get a trailer for that movie this year. Why would they not have Gears of War 5 in full development to announce both of them at the same time? So I think the other team, Splash, is probably the ones that are making it. Or maybe the Coalition are making two games. They have the split team and they're working with them. But I could see Rod as being fully dedicated to Gears more so than Perfect Dark. So I don't know what that says on what the focus is for them. But I see Gears being a bigger focus for Microsoft because it's already a successful game. Where Perfect
As long as they don't change the fucking controls on it like they did in 4. I mean, Judgment, sorry.
Yeah, Judgment is shit.
Yeah.
I did enjoy Gears 4. I've never really got too deep into the other ones prior to. I think I played Gears 3. I really enjoyed Gears of War 4 because the story caught me. It made me feel emotional when I watched the trailer, so I started playing it. I don't think I've even completed the campaign. And then I started playing, I think I did like half of it. And then I started playing the multiplayer online. And then I hadn't touched the game since. And then all these other games came out. And then PUBG. And I know Lady Foxfire was like, when are you playing Gears with me? So I'll have to do that soon.
Well, Melska, now you're getting your ex, I suggest you start playing Gears 4 again.
You know what?
It's fucking awesome.
I suggest you're right. I will do that.
Absolutely. Yes.
So
Absolutely.
I just want to say one more thing on this Coalition thing. Like, I really want them to be the ones that make it. Like, if another development team is making it, I'd be kind of annoyed. Because when they came together and changed their name to the Coalition, like, when they did the Ultimate Edition of Gears of War 1, they were saying, like, that was, like, a perfect test to, like, get the development team to know what it is like to make a Gears of War game. And Gears of War 4 being their first time as a team with Rod in charge making the game. Like, if they took all of that and went on to Gears 5 straight away with all the feedback, like, that's what the kind of team that you want. Someone that has experience with the game, like making it. You don't want someone else making it, you know?
Yeah, I can totally understand that. I'm just reading the chat because you have mixed opinions here too, so it's great. Neo Mental said, I hated 4. I thought the story was half-assed all the way through. For someone like me who came in the middle, I didn't really get too deep in the story. And I guess I wasn't tied to the Gears of War 1, 2, 3. So for someone who was, then it makes sense where if you feel like it was half-assed. And then Noof Nuko said Gears should take a break. No, we haven't had Gears games every year. I love the franchise. Bring it. Tony Almeida says, I don't care who makes it as long as it's good. You're getting all emotional about it.
I agree with Tony. I agree with Tony on that, no doubt. And as far as Noof taking a break, yeah, you know, big time.
I think he was responding to someone like taking a break.
Yeah, big time companies, you know, if they have something that makes money, you know, why not take a break from that? No, they're gonna make another one, guys.
Absolutely.
Didn't a different team make Judgment?
No,
People made the campaign for that. People that made
Judgment doesn't exist, man.
Judgment sucked.
Yeah, but I'm just using that as an example for a different company that done the campaign for a game, and everyone's all like, Judgment doesn't exist. We've been there before. That's what I'm saying. I don't really care who makes it as long as they're good at making it. I just would prefer the team that probably
the best thing is, though, Judgment would have been a success if it didn't change the fucking controls.
And the multiplayer maps and stuff like that were kind of shit.
Yeah. I'm just all about single player. Fucking... You've got Gears 1. Well, no, but it's a big factor in it, Super Bro. It's that. Why change the controls in one fucking game and keep the controls the same in the rest of the games? It don't make sense. You know what I
mean? Yeah.
They were trying to make it like Call of Duty because Call of Duty was all fast-paced and that's it, really.
Nothing should be like Call of Duty. That's all I'm going to say about that. Guys, we don't have a lot of time left. I mean... Right now we're stretching it, but I did want to bring up something that Jesse Darby has put in the chat twice. He says, I haven't heard none of y'all talk about something Phil Spencer got to say, something about integration. Does anybody know what's going on? Because I went on Phil Spencer's and Twitter, and there's nothing up there for like the last 4 days. So
I ain't got a clue.
I don't have any ideas, so I didn't want to really touch on it. But something about integration, so I don't know. Jesse, was there supposed to be some type of conference? Or, I mean, that'll be great to watch. It's just, you know, I didn't really have any idea about it. So it's not been a topic on our list. And usually Boomstick is right on top of anything like that's
but
going on.
I don't recall seeing anything in regards to him saying something about integrating what, like the systems or I didn't see. I mean, it is possible I missed it, and I don't think so, because that's something, especially with Xbox. You know, I'm the first one to pull a story and be like, okay, let's do something on this. I have not heard anything, but again, I could have missed it personally.
Yeah, I mean, guys, definitely subscribe to Mr. Boomstick's channel, because if anything does pop up, he's usually like, I want to say Xbot, but Xbot used to be like the first person to break stuff, but now it's Boomstick. So yeah, just check out the channel. I know Saltiest Gaming's here. He's one who will throw videos out as soon as he hears news about him. So definitely check out their channels. He said Mads Gaming was talking about it this morning. I don't even know who Mads Gaming is. I'm sorry.
I don't even know who that is.
I'm a piece of shit.
No, I'll go check that out, because that's definitely interesting.
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely something to look into, and if it's anything worth talking about, we will definitely
tune in
next week. Yeah, exactly. And guys, I'm sorry it's a short show today. It's been a rough couple of weeks, and well, I just can't sleep at night, so I decided that I wanted to oversleep during CCC.
Yes, I know exactly where you're coming from.
He said, I don't know, I think the guy's a little off his rocker, to tell you the truth. I've seen the video.
He's off his fucking head. Yes.
Guys, I'm sorry that we didn't get to go our full time on the show today. Thank you for joining us, and, you know, definitely when you do have a chance, feel free to let me know. Hit me up, and so that way we can get you on here for our full show, because today was cut short due to Xbot oversleeping.
Yes. Hashtag Xbox fault.
Yeah. So guys, all the topics you see on the screen were supposed to be all the topics of the day. We tried to rush through some of them, but it didn't really happen. So I apologize, and definitely go subscribe to everybody on the panel, because we all have a channel with content.
Coke.
Huh?
Yeah. Rain in the chat.
No, Rain be pulling shit out of his ass. Like he'll be like,
he smokes Coke.
You have been graced by my presence, and I'm like, no, Rain, you've been graced by my presence. Let's get it right.
You're welcome.
So,
You're welcome.
But no, I appreciate everybody coming out, checking out the show. I truly apologize, but if you guys want, next week we can do a double. No, we can't. But it's always fun. So, Daz, thank you for coming on. Do you want to let people know where they can find you and all that good stuff?
Yeah, cheers, Melski. Cool being on the show. You can find me on Twitter at UK Dazaris, as the wife calls me, a Twitter slut, so you can always find me on there.
I love that. I'm a Twitter slut too.
Yeah, everyone's a Twitter slut. Yeah, you find me on YouTube, UK Dazaris, and also tonight, tune in 6 PM Eastern for the Dazcast. So that's where you can find me mainly.
Oh, that's awesome. Noof, that's just disgusting. Okay.
No chills, no.
Hashtag no chills.
That's not no chills. It's just like, oh, sorry. Why are we laughing our asses off, guys? Damn it, that's gross.
Who stepped on the ketchup packet?
Your mom. Sorry. Oh man, Noob, thank you for joining us today. He always makes my eyes pop, and I'm like, what the fuck did you just say, Noof? That's terrible. But yeah, he's a very entertaining person, and we appreciate you hanging out. Guys, check out his mixer on Monday. It's usually during my stream. I forgot what it's called, but I have to go check that out sometime too. What I'm gonna do one night is I'm gonna stream, but I'm gonna stream Noof's mixer, because I'm going to watch his show instead of playing my game, my PUBG. Maybe I'll do it both at the same time. Supersonic Station, do you want to let people know where they can find you, what you're up to, all that good stuff?
Supersonic Station, YouTube, Mixer, and Twitch. And Wednesday, hour and a half before this show, me and Lady Lex UK do Project Spark stream. And this week was Wizard of Oz, so check that out. I'm going to try to be on Dazcast tonight. Sunday, join us for Elimination Chamber. We got a huge panel, and it's going to be lots of fun. So that's going to be a 4-hour stream if you like WWE wrestling. And me and the one and only Graphic God has something good coming up our sleeves. We're going to be playing some old, awesome arcade and Sega, Nintendo, all kinds of stuff, old arcade games, retro style. So we're going to be starting that probably within a week, I'm hoping, and it's going to be awesome. So stay tuned.
Very nice.
I forgot, Melski, I forgot to shout out the WDFC. No, it ain't. You can also find me on Friday, 6 PM Eastern, on the WDFC Who the Fuck Cares podcast. I keep forgetting. I forgot to fucking shout that out.
That's awesome. Who the fuck cares?
Who the fuck cares? Yes, Friday, 6 PM Eastern.
I love it. That's awesome. All right, so it's Mixing It Up with Noof. It's on 10 p.m. Eastern time, so you guys could totally check that out. Sorry, Noof, I couldn't remember that simple name because I'm not even fully awake yet. And then, Mr. Boomstick, you want to let everybody know where they can find you, what you're up to, and all that good shit?
Yeah, you can find me on Twitter at Mr. BoomstickXL. You can also check out my channel if you want daily content, on YouTube. Please check it out. If you like it, subscribe. If not, give me a thumbs down. It's perfectly fine.
Yeah, and then don't be offended if Mr. Boomstick deletes your conversation and then you think he's ignoring you, and then you're like, what did I do? Why
what the H happened?
Yeah, like I was so sad yesterday because he accidentally deleted CCC, you guys. And then I thought he didn't want to be my friend anymore. And I was really upset for like 2 hours. And I was just like, I don't know what happened. And then he finally got back to me. And he's like, oh, I deleted it by accident. But I guess he didn't realize that, today was Wednesday. So anyways, long story short, I was sad. Boomstick's fault. That being said, creating Beyond Limits, would you like to let people know where they could find you, what you're up to, all that fabulous things?
YouTube, Creating Beyond Limits, Twitter, Dean5578. If you want to check out, I uploaded 3 or 4 videos so far this week, including a review for Dragon Ball FighterZ and a review for the Full Metal Alchemist movie on Netflix. I have lots of other videos planned and in the works, so more videos will be dropping in the next week and so. I had a great time. It's a shame that the podcast was cut short, but I rather a short podcast than no podcast.
Absolutely.
That's all right. You can work on your lighting.
I have to work on the lighting, and I also have to piss myself later. If I,
that will be so cool.
I'll take to write down and take note. Piss self during video. Okay, that'll get views, right? That'll get views. Yeah.
If you piss yourself, fuck yes. They're gonna be like, wow, this dude just pissed himself. That would be awesome.
Like I got to 1,000 subscribers. Look at this, 10,000 views.
We can call you Pee Pie. Wait.
Yes.
Ready Player One made me piss myself today.
Creating Beyond Piss or something like that.
That's pretty good. That's catchy.
So
yeah, and if you do it,
as always, thanks everyone.
It's a lot better
if you
than
do it,
Dean.
Dean, if you actually make a video of you pissing yourself, I'll download your MP4 and fucking edit it the fuck out of it. Yeah, man.
You guys are crazy. Yeah, no, I definitely look forward to that, CBL, and I think everybody else that's watching the show right now is looking forward to you pissing yourself, so now you have to do it.
It'd be like, guys, I really tried on the video, but there was too much pressure. I couldn't.
Just drink plenty of beer. That'll do it.
Yeah, just record yourself pissing yourself right in front of the toilet. Just keep your pants up, though. That would be hilarious. And then Xbot, I can't think. Where can people find you? What are you up to? All that good stuff.
Now you can find me in the bathroom after all that talk. Cause now I really gotta pee, man.
Don't
Make
piss
a video.
yourself. I'm not cleaning that shit up.
Now you can find me on my YouTube channel. It's Xbot448. It is the home of the next podcast, which OhSnaps actually was a part of this last Saturday.
It was awesome.
Shout out.
You're welcome.
Now you sound like Rain. I'm here. You're welcome.
I sounded like Rain before Rain sounded like Rain. You're welcome.
No. Yes. But yeah, next podcast every Saturday, 7 p.m. It is the True Gamers podcast. Comes complete with actual gameplay. So definitely tune in for that if you haven't checked that out over on my channel. Other than that, just follow me on Twitter. Anytime I go live on the show, I do hit that thumbs up on it, and I share that we are live. I'm not sure if I did it today, but I do it like 99.8% of the time. So you'll know when I go live and where I go live at. So.
And I do it 99.9% of the time.
Shout out to WDFC Podcast for dropping a $5 super chat. It says, thanks for the shout out, Dazzy Baby. Hold up, and love my coffee casuals and consoles every week. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. And then the Welsh Gamer
cares?
Just dropped £2 in the super chat. Thank you so much. And we're ending the show.
Like £2 or so.
Shut up, bot. Guys, we appreciate you being here. I am so sorry that today was cut short. I am so pissed off at myself, but I'm so happy that we at least did the show because it, like, literally, sad face Mel.
We're all pissed at you too, OhSnap.
I'm pissed at
there's a lot of talk of piss.
Break, we all needed a,
Yeah, what's all this piss talk? I gotta go to the bathroom.
I know too. Just stop talking about piss.
Damn it, now I gotta pee.
All right, and then you guys can find me on Twitter at Girls Can Game too. I think we got everybody here on the panel. I will be adding Daz's info below his Twitter and stuff. I was running so behind today. I had everything half set up yesterday, so I thought we were good, and then I fucked up. That's the reality of it. Guys, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I see some lurkers out there, because you know how you can like type in the little @ symbol, and then you can type in letters. There's lurkers out there. I don't want to put them on blast, but thanks for joining. Thanks for listening. It's appreciated. We know you're here. Okay, guys, have an awesome week. Thank you so much. Okay, that was really creepy.
Later, peeps.
Have an awesome day, you guys. Thank you so much.
Later, everyone.
Bye-bye.